My name is Mallory Apperson, and I am honored to serve on the board of Big Brothers Big Sisters Twin Cities. I joined as a board member back in 2021 when my current employer, Polaris, actually recommended me through our foundation program. I've always had a passion for youth mentorship, and if you couldn't tell by my choice of attire tonight, I do work in the world of power sports. There we go. Motorcycles, to be clear. I believe in our mission to create and support mentoring relationships that ignite the power and promise of youth. I was recently reminded of the profound impact mentorship and human connection can have on shaping one's future. I was recently asked to speak at my high school alma mater at a career day. By the way, I have a biological 13-year-old sister who was mortified and not only had to approve of what I was going to say, but also what I was going to wear while walking through the high school's hallways. Apparently, I'm not that cool anymore. While walking through the halls, I was instantly reminded of how big that school felt back then. But now it felt so much smaller. The world outside being much, much bigger. But I was also reminded of the people and the moments that played an impact on not only shaping everyone's future, but my own. To the technology and woodshop teachers who signed me up for Future City competition in 7th grade. For those of you who don't know, Future City is a very nerdy competition for young students where we design, build, and implement a city infrastructure that is not only sustainable, but addresses environmental issues we face today. I went on to study environmental sustainability engineering. To the volunteer coaches and older kids who spent countless hours playing pickup basketball with me at the local YMCA or driving to tournaments. I ended up going on scholarship to play college basketball. Or to the youth wrestling coach, yes, I did wrestle, who welcomed me and didn't bat an eye when I showed up for my first day of practice. Not only did they break gender norms then, but I also was able to find my own stride in a male-dominated sport. Fast forward, I now work in a male-dominated industry, defining my own role and my own career, not only in motorcycles, but in manufacturing, engineering, and my stint in underground mining. Thanks. Those were dark days, guys, dark days. While only a few examples, Pat and the team did give me a time limit. Each of these people did shape my future, whether they knew it or not. Every moment in my life has led me to exactly where I stand today. From my mentors, I gleaned invaluable lessons, some good, some bad, but most importantly, empathy, patience, understanding, and kindness. Witnessing firsthand the transformative power of human connection has reinforced my belief in the importance of mentorship. And that's exactly the mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters Twin Cities. So my ask of you tonight, take some time while you hear our littles speak, our bigs speak, and our team, consider the people that saw you, heard you, and valued you from a very young age. Who played that role in your life? What moments led you to where you are today? Thank you for joining me this evening and listening to a little bit about me. Tonight is going to be a night full of inspiration, full of impact, and yes, full of fun, especially if I have anything to do with it. As we all join together to fuel the journey and mission of Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Twin Cities. Okay, before I go any further, we have a pretty amazing announcement from this past year to share with you. It's from a pretty big person in our network, our national Big Brothers, Big Sisters of America CEO, Artis Stevens.
Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Twin Cities, I'm so happy to be here virtually with you all today. Pat is always trying to get me in a tuxedo, y'all. But since my suit is in the cleaners, I dressed up in the next best thing. One of my best BBBS polos. So let me say congratulations on hosting another successful gala. And big ups to winning Large Agency of the Year. Yeah, I know. So Pat shared with us that this was the agency's first time receiving this award. But I'm pretty sure, knowing the work you do, it won't be the last. On behalf of our entire national team, I want to thank you for the work that you do to support and empower young people and the leadership of the entire Twin Cities team, board, volunteers that you provide across our network and in your greater community. It is so evident that you are deeply connected to your community and you're driving impact to meet the needs of young people who need us most. You are truly deserving of this honor, and I hope you each take a moment to reflect about your own contributions to this achievement. Because without you, Big Brothers, Big Sisters cannot advance to help create more access and opportunity for young people today. Thank you for your commitment to our mission, and as always, let's continue to be bigger together. Have a wonderful time tonight. Have fun, y'all. Bye-bye.
Let's give it up for the team. What an accomplishment. Both as a board member and as a volunteer, I can attest firsthand to the tremendous work the staff at Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Twin Cities does, and how deserving they are of this honor. I'm going to take it back one step and have you think about something. Imagine a leader in an organization that continuously pushes the boundaries, embracing challenges and seeking new opportunities. A leader who refuses to settle for mediocrity, instead pursues change and innovation. And at the heart of it all, an unwavering commitment to honesty, a willingness to confront difficult conversations and acknowledge uncomfortable truths. That is the essence of Pat and the staff at Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Twin Cities. So please, everybody, round of applause for Pat and the team. Pat, you can stand up, wave. Over the last 3 years, I have had the privilege and honor of witnessing Pat and the dedicated staff challenge themselves and push themselves to new heights, while fostering a culture of trust, openness, and accountability within our community. They're not just leaders, they're catalysts for positive change. And anyone who ever has the honor of working with them will know that right off the bat. Let me share a personal story with you that just reflects how much time, care, energy, and effort the team puts into every match. This past year, the team reached out with an opportunity to be matched with a new mother at the age of 15. While 15 is typically outside of our range for new matches, the team welcomed her with open arms. I was so excited to be matched with her and her family. While the match didn't last, the team did take the time to connect her and her family with vital connections in our community to ensure her success. It was awe-inspiring to see how much time, care, and dedication was taken just for one youth. It's pretty hard to imagine that we serve over 2,200 youth annually in the Twin Cities and have over 600 still hoping for a match. They are more, yes, round of applause. This experience solidified my commitment as a lifelong Big. I have been rematched, and I hope many of you are willing to take that journey with me after tonight. Having the privilege to glimpse behind the curtains at Big Brothers, Big Sisters, I've seen the meticulous care that goes into every single match. They ensure lasting and very healthy connections, but also safe. It is the priority. And that is why I know that this organization is deserving of the Agency of the Year award and is worthy of your investment tonight. So please don't be shy with those checkbooks, although we don't use those anymore, so your phones. Okay, next I'd like to take a moment to thank all of those who made this event possible. First, let's start with our amazing sponsors. Their generosity, along with all of you, really make tonight exactly what it is. So first up, our presenting sponsor, Federated Insurance. Second, our Engager sponsor, Cargill, Ernst & Young, and Solventum. Next, our advocate sponsors, Best Buy, Protivity, Ecolab, and First Bank and Trust. Thank you all for helping to make tonight great. And the rest of our sponsors up on the screen. Round of applause. All right, we'd also like to give a big shout out to the Big Night Planning Committee. These volunteers, yes. These volunteers give their time, their energy, and their talents to making sure that every detail is looked at for tonight. A huge shout out to fellow board member Jen Jensen for all of her leadership, wherever you are, Jen. And to the rest of the committee, Bob, Jerry, John, Jordan, Sophia, and Tanya, thank you so much. We appreciate all of your work. All right, guys, another thank you. I'm so sorry, but this one is for you. Thank you to all of you, supporters, community leaders, staff members, mentors, volunteers who decided to come out and support big sisters, big brothers, big sisters. Man, guys, I knew I was going to tongue twist that one at least twice. I know. All right, I swear I'm almost done. Okay, so for housekeeping items for the rest of the night. Just a reminder, the silent auction does close at 9:30 p.m. I am bidding against one of you for some really good birani, so whoever it is in here, we're gonna be keeping going back and forth until about 9:15. I'm winning it. If you haven't already gotten the golden ticket, there's some pretty amazing trips, so please make sure that you get that. We are drawing the winner at 9:45 p.m. You do not have to be present to get that winning ticket. However, it's far more exciting if you are here. And speaking of our late night activities, after the program tonight, please join us with our live band, Hurricane Blaze, for some karaoke. If singing is not your jam, we'll have some games in the other room. And for the right bid, I'm signing Pat up for a duet, your song of choice. So I've heard he's really good at Celine Dion, so just putting that out there. All right, everyone, thank you all for joining us tonight, and please enjoy your dinner.
Hello, everybody. Great to see you all. And thank you for coming tonight to celebrate and invest in the power of youth mentorship. I hope you're enjoying your dinners. My name is Princess Awada Kissab, and I'm the Vice President of Programs. But my journey as a little started a long time ago. I was first matched when I was about 8 years old. And I'm grateful to my amazing mom who understood the power of youth mentorship. I owe so much of my success to mentorship. It propelled me to pursue higher education, and it ignited a passion for giving back to my community. I know, you know, and we all know, mentorship has the power to change lives. Now, obviously, my journey continued far beyond being a little. Look at me now. I'm a Vice President of Programs, making that little girl proud. I'll be honest, I was a bit skeptical when I saw the position and looked at the organization. Yet, I recognize there's something really incredible about large nonprofits like Big Brothers Big Sisters, and how they're able to serve so many youth, over 2,000. But someone like me who's been in the work for a decade also knows big organizations can sometimes lag in staying relevant with their community and truly understanding young people and the support that they need. Just a year ago, during the last steps of my interview process, Pat and I met for coffee. He thought he was interviewing me, but let me tell you, I was really interviewing him. I found myself asking, is this guy real? Is this organization really ready to pivot and meet community? But there was something there, something in the organization's confidence and humility. I believed it, and now that I'm here, and I can help lead and bring it to life, I truly believe it. I really believe that we are listening to community to ensure that we're able to deliver on the impact that they deserve and that they're asking from us. At Big Brothers Big Sisters, we know that trust is at the core of any strong relationship. We strive to create meaningful connections that help build pathways so all youth can own their future success. We're committed to representation and belonging so youth feel reflected by the Big Brothers Big Sisters community. We aim to cultivate lasting bonds that empower individuals to thrive. And you know what else? We have a lot of fun. We work with young people, of course we do. I've witnessed firsthand the transformative effects of mentorship. From bolstering self-confidence to opening doors to new opportunities, mentorship yields a profound and enduring result. The essence of mentorship lies in its reciprocity. Being a mentor is a journey of mutual growth. It's about learning and evolving together. Thank you for joining us on our journey through mentorship, for supporting us as we support youth and community. And thank you for letting me share my story.
Yeah, thanks, thank you. Okay, the CDC, Department of Education, the World Bank, to name a few, have found that youth mentored in Big Brothers Big Sisters have less depression and social anxiety, are less likely to skip school, have a greater avoidance of risky behaviors, as figure 2 clearly shows, a higher likelihood to attend post-secondary institutions. From a return on investment perspective, every dollar invested in mentoring has a $5 ROI tied to outcomes, better health and increased earning. Additionally, research...
Yes, this work is impactful, but you're putting these folks to sleep. What Pat is also trying to say is mentoring matters to young people. Mental health, future success, feeling like you belong. Come on, these people spent a lot on a chicken dinner. Get out from behind that podium and come connect a little.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone, this is Shari Brown. Last year, Shari graduated valedictorian of her high school class and is now attending MCTC. In addition to school and working with Big Brothers Big Sisters, she also supports other nonprofit organizations.
Go Link!
Woo! Helping families overcome the impacts of poverty and social injustice. I met Shari last year when we posted an opening for a summer intern.
And that's right, they haven't been able to get rid of me since.
Including youth voice is crucial to our success. We do that through many channels: surveys, community outreach, directly through our littles. And Shari's internship was created specifically to do just that: incorporate more youth voice. You might even remember her from our most viewed social media post that she created touting our organizational values.
Hold up. Bounce. Yo, hold up. I woke up, got out my bed, it was a sunny day. Brushed my teeth, cleaned my skin, cause I
Yeah,
know my face.
I talked him into doing that. Sometimes old guys, like Pat, need to remember the kid in them.
So yes, tonight, Shari is my youth translator.
What Pat is also trying to say is I'm gonna keep it real cool for you all. I mean, you guys were all young at a point in time, right? Okay, Pat, where'd you get that research anyways?
The World Wide Web.
You mean like TikTok?
Do I mean TikTok?
Do you mean TikTok? Okay, what else you got?
Okay. You ready to translate?
I was born ready, look at me.
Okay. The number one factor in youth building resilience, confidence, self-esteem, and positive decision-making is the presence of an attentive adult.
Yes, every child benefits from a caring adult in their life.
Woo!
Woo!
Our youth are facing a growing number of adverse childhood experiences that have a collective impact on our entire community.
Hey, we're tough, but kids today face a lot of new challenges, and those challenges affect all of us.
We don't have enough mentors. Big Brothers Big Sisters Twin Cities alone has close to 600 kids waiting for a big. And many traditional mentoring figures like parents, teachers, community members, there's challenges ever to provide that same type of support. Nationwide, only 1 in 5 youth have a positive mentor.
And access to mentors can look different for different populations. Of that waiting list you mentioned, 85% of them are people of color. As a person of color, I saw the imbalance. Some communities are more isolated than others. My teachers had full classrooms. Good mentors are hard to come by. Mad props to Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Why are you here today?
Mad props to everyone who lifts this work. It doesn't happen without amazing young people, families, big staff, community partners, and supporters like all of you here tonight.
No doubt, Pat. It takes a village. So you're the big man leading this train. How long you been doing this now?
Almost 3 years.
3 years? Oh, that's a long time. Well, maybe not for old people. Well, what have you got planned for all of this?
Well, Shari, we're a big organization, and we have a big impact. As you've heard, last year we served over 2,200 youth. And this past year, we also recognized the opportunity, the need to re-engage, to listen to community at a deeper level, including directly with 700 of our community members and young people. That's a lot of youth voice.
For sure. Young people want to be heard. But what'd you do with what they told you?
We built a plan, fueled by our community, and they highlighted 5 strategic priorities for us. You ready to break this down with me?
Yeah, drop 'em, boss man.
Community engagement, youth pathways, participant interactions, impact, recruitment, and representation.
Huh? So you mean building trust in the community, ensuring all young people have a path to future success, making meaningful experiences, delivering the impact that the community is asking for from us, and creating programs that work for all identities, including young black girls and boys that look like me.
Well, you kind of nailed that. And our commitment is to do this work, building authentic relationships, listening and learning from youth, and creating true belonging.
Where everyone is connected, included, and heard.
Yeah. Shar, you and young people like you have as good a feel for where this organization is headed than any of us. Your voice is the future of where we're going to go.
Okay, boss man, I'm feeling the juice. But I also know why we're here tonight. We need to get their support. Yeah, I see y'all out there, $9,000.
You mean get them to invest in our youth?
I mean, to open their wallets. Pat, what other nuggets can you share?
Sure. We mentioned serving the 2,200 youth last year. We did this through partnering with over 1,400 volunteers. Woo! Many of you in this room with programs that fit their needs, including group mentoring programs like free arts and graduate coaches, and one-to-one mentoring in school-based and community-based programs.
Okay, what else you got?
Okay, well, we plan to grow those numbers. Remember that waiting list we were talking about?
Uh-huh.
We're offering more programming for them. We want youth to know when they sign up for us, they're part of something. They belong.
Good, because waiting is whack. Right?
Yes, it is. You're right. It's whack.
It's really
so
whack.
It's pretty
So whack.
whack. Going off script tonight, huh?
You know, you just got to get the vibe.
Okay. The wait list is the beginning of the journey. We also know it's about finishing strong. We want to ensure our kids have a path to a big future.
Yeah, I get that. I'm crushing my future, right?
No doubt. And last year, we served over 900 young people in teen programming and hosted over 80 match events. Mentoring relationships build trust, exploration, and paths to success.
Okay, this is legit. Pat, you've earned the official Shari Brown seal of approval.
Cool.
Pat, you know that still represents all the kids in the Twin Cities, right?
Seriously?
No, not seriously, Pat. We're all different. Kids and adults alike. Different needs, different experiences, different aspirations.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
You've been flexing some big numbers here.
And let me guess, you also want to be sure we're having an impact at an individual level, right?
Of course.
Okay. Let's show everyone what it looks like all the way down to that individual match story. Hey, AV person, hit play on the VCR.
VC what? Come on, Pat.
The World Wide Web?
Oh, brother, let's go.
It takes just one spark, a brief moment, something little, to create something big. At Big Brothers Big Sisters Twin Cities, we ignite the power and promise of over 2,200 youth every year through mentoring. By centering youth, building authentic relationships, continuously learning, and fostering a sense of belonging.
I was scared because I didn't know who he was, and it was my first time ever doing it. And then I got to know him, and then I started to like him because he liked the same stuff I like, and I feel comfortable with him.
I am a first-year Big Brother, and I met Jason shy of a year ago, and that was an exciting experience. A little nerve-wracking, however, once we connected, naturally, it was a great fit. The match coordinators and the program here, I think they did an amazing job connecting us. That really was a great platform to really catapult, our now strong and growing relationship.
Being big means being there. Volunteer mentors also help expand the youth support system as a caring adult alongside their parents and caregivers.
I think Big Brothers Big Sisters impact the community by showing kids that there is someone that cares about them, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted my son to be in this program, is to see what it's like to have a consistent male figure in your life.
Mentorship doesn't just have an impact on individuals, it has a collective impact. That's why we bring innovative programming into the community, like our Free Arts program that partners with youth-serving organizations to foster youth creativity and artistic expression.
They're a really great organization. They're really creative with what they do with the children. They really bring the creativity out of the kids, and they build really good relationships with the kids. Some of them look like the kids, some of them don't look like the kids, so I think that cultural piece of it too, I think it helps them to build trust. They just give the kids a variety of opportunities that I don't know that they'd ever receive if it wasn't for Free Arts.
The impact can also be seen through partnerships, where volunteer mentors meet youth at schools and businesses. Mentoring expands a young person's perspective on who they can be, what they can explore, and what they can achieve, all with a caring adult by their side. Through a shared commitment to creating positive change, Cargill has been one of our community partners who have joined hands in our mission to amplify youth's potential through mentoring.
For me, I was a first-generation college grad, so I didn't grow up with a lot of ideas on what I could do when I grew up. So I love that the kids that are in Big Brothers Big Sisters get to learn some of that. And so they have just so many more career paths that they can choose from. So in the long term, I feel like that really creates talent, not just for Cargill, but just the overall community.
Mentorship remains one of the most powerful ways to support today's youth. Research shows that children with mentors are more likely to succeed in school, build healthy relationships, and achieve their goals. That's why we support youth through career and future readiness programming to help them explore hopes, dreams, and big futures.
I'm Chris. I'm Kayjon's big.
Hey, I'm Kayjon. I'm the little.
Even though he's taller than me now.
For the Big Brother Big Sister program, I wasn't too sure on college and things like that. I knew I'd try to go somewhere for basketball, but I didn't know if college was a route. And Chris helped me realize how I can keep up my high school grades and how those can transfer over to college and basketball and how those two go hand in hand.
The little moments in our match have added up, and it's given me personally a lot of value because I've grown in my perspective and experiences being with you for 9 years, and you've shared so much knowledge to me. You're doing all these really big things in school and college, You excel on the basketball court. You're a mentor to those around you too. And because of that, I'm really proud. I've seen you get out of your fears and built yourself into a very courageous person.
Every little moment, all of the big impacts are made because you provide Big Brothers Big Sisters Twin Cities with resources to make opportunities possible. By supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters Twin Cities, you're not just supporting mentorship, you're paving a path for all youth to belong, be curious, and to reach their full potential today and into the future.
When we go to some places, they're just smiling, and I just love it. She's fun and perfect.
I think the same thing about you.
Khalid is a nice person.
Thanks, man.
He does a lot of things for me. Learning how to be a man when I get older, have a good job, work hard, and never give up.
Every relationship, every little moment leads to something big. One gift, one person at a time can lead to something big. Because it truly takes little to be big.
Hey everyone, I'm honored to be here to talk about my story. Growing up, my dad wasn't a big part of my life, and that was a major reason as to why my mom enrolled me, my sister, and my brother into the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. When I was younger and before I was a part of Big Brothers Big Sisters, I remember watching my older brother leave with his big, and I was super jealous that I couldn't go with. However, a few years later, it was finally my turn. I was super nervous to meet my big Chris for the first time. I remember when he walked up thinking, wow, he's 6'5" and he must play in the NBA. That was a long time ago, and clearly I was seeing Chris through a kid's eyes. As Chris is only 5'11" and pretty sour. Chris is only 5'11" and pretty sour about not being 6 feet. I'm pretty sure I might even be taller than him. What do you think, Chris?
Hey, I'm 6 foot on a good day, but I say we let the crowd decide who's taller. How about that?
I'm pretty sure I'm taller. Chris, who I've now been matched with for almost 10 years, throughout my time at Big Brothers Big Sisters, I've had so many experiences that I now know I wouldn't have had if I never met Chris. He taught me how to ice skate, how to cook the best spicy burger you've ever had. Facts. We go bowling to Vikings games, Saints games, take photos of buildings downtown and edit them, try unique foods at restaurants, play basketball, and so much more. We even paired up with Karl Anthony Towns through the Junior Pack event, and I still talk with him to this day. It was a dream that came true. I even signed a one-day contract with the Timberwolves. Unfortunately, salary wasn't included. However, if it was, I'll be throwing some big bucks tonight to support the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. Chris also taught me so much in life that I carry with me to this day. He taught me the importance of hard work, keeping my grades up, being a good person, and life lessons like overcoming fears and knowing that anything is possible if I put my mind to it. One funny story that comes to mind was when Chris found out I was afraid of dogs, like deathly afraid of dogs. So what did Chris do? He took me to the Animal Humane Society to volunteer as a dog walker. The first time we went, I heard a bark and I got up out of there, and we did something actually fun. The next time he took me there again, this time I made it past the counter, but I heard a dog bark and we got up out of there. Guess what we did next week? Yep, back to walk dogs. Again, and again, and again. After a few months of weekly visits with Chris by my side, I overgrew my fear of dogs. I even remember wanting to walk the biggest dog at the inn. Overcoming fear was one of the lessons Chris taught me over the years. His support gave me confidence in those moments, and I carry that confidence with me to this day. I wouldn't be up here talking in front of hundreds of people without him teaching me that lesson. I am also thankful for all the support Big Brothers Big Sisters have gave me. They also gave me the help of getting into college. They not only helped me with the process of applying for FAFSA for colleges that were a good fit, but I was fortunate enough to receive a scholarship sponsored by the Federated Insurance. Shout out to anyone in the room that's from Federated, and thank you so much. I am proud to say that I'm almost done with my first year of college and have been keeping my grades up while also being a part of the basketball team at Rochester Community College. Big possibilities, bright futures. I am living proof of that, and that is because of all of you. Thank you for believing in me and all the other kids who need both your mentorship and financial support. Our futures are brighter because of you. I'm Kayjon, and that's part of my story. Thank you.
How's it going, everyone? Let's hear it for Kayjon again, right? That was incredible. Who speaks in front of hundreds of people, freshman in college, right? Well, my name's Chris, and I'm Kayjon's big. When I joined the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, I was only 21 years old, and I remember how nervous I was when I met Kayjon for the first time. Kayjon was about half the size he is right now, rocking a fresh afro, and also a bright orange basketball jersey. I could tell he was nervous and was probably thinking, who's this 6'5" NBA player that's in my house? We broke the ice pretty quick though, and sooner or later, Kayjon wasn't just my little, he was a close friend. And soon after that, Kayjon wasn't just a close friend, he was family. And same with you, Ebony. Being matched for almost 10 years is a long time, and one thing that I learned is that mentorship is a two-way street. I learned a lot from Kayjon. Some little things, like no cap means no lie. Shout out to Pat, we're in there together, you know. And that cat means Carl Anthony Towns, not Kyle Anthony Towns.
Yes, he called him Kyle.
I did that. It was very embarrassing. But I learned a lot of life lessons from Kayjon, and also from being a big, too. Kayjon is someone that can navigate change with ease, moving several times growing up. He's someone that leads by example, on and off the basketball court, and he's also someone that lights up the room with big energy, a big smile, and positivity. These are all characteristics that I try to emulate from you, Kayjon. Being a big has also taught me life lessons to be reliable, authentic, and confident. How to be vulnerable and talk about my own story. How to ask the right questions and know when to listen. And how to be there for someone no matter what. Seeing Kayjon grow up over the years has been so rewarding. From playing youth basketball to then being the captain of the basketball team. From being an elementary student that toured my college when I was in college and called it the Mall of America but for school, to now being a college student himself, and like he said, he's crushing it this year. His grades are up, and he's also juggling that with basketball. I'm super proud of him. And then also being that shy kid that I remember meeting the first time with a fresh afro, to someone that's talking in front of hundreds of people today and just crushed his speech. Being a big has been an incredible experience, and I want to thank Big Brothers Big Sisters for being here for us throughout our journey. I also want to say thank you to every single one of you in the room, seriously. Because of you, these experiences that Kayjon and I just shared, and so many other people have, are possible. So thank you, everyone, for being here.
I'm like, oh, my turn. Hello, everyone. As a parent, I want to say that the match has been a great experience for Kayjon and for Chris, even including my family. I could truly say that this match has definitely contributed to Kayjon's growth from a young boy to a young man. Chris has been and will always be a part of our family because he has been able to introduce new things to Kayjon and new opportunities that I'm not going to do it. I was so happy that they really did have a lot of things in common. And for all the parents in the room, we all know how hard it is to keep your teens, AKA young adults, focused and steered in the right directions. But it takes just more than ourselves to support our kids and their dreams. I believe the match with Chris and Kayjon is and will always serve as a prime example of the great work you will be supporting this evening. From one parent to another, I will always support and advocate for you all to support all you can this evening for Big Brothers and Big Sisters so they can continue their great work here in the Twin Cities. Thank you.
Wow, what a night, huh, Pat?
Yeah, my goodness, thank you so much. Before I even get started, and then we're going to get into it, I was reminded, I want to do a quick shout out to Pat Rickert. He's over here. Pat Rickert was matched in 1944. 80 years ago, Pat Rickert was matched. I see you. Where are you? There you are. Just go nuts. Go wild. You see him right there. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, thank you. Okay, before we officially close, we also want to throw out some additional thanks. We are a youth-centered organization, but our mission is fulfilled by creating a community of adults that affirm, amplify, and support young people. As we call you out, please stand up.
But Pat, we're not doing that fuddy-duddy stand and take a bow. We're youth-led tonight, and I know we're all feeling it.
Yeah.
When Boss Man here calls you out, we not only invite you to stand, but to join us in...
Okay, here we go. Board members, stand up. Board members, come on. Give it a little.
Hey, I ain't stressing today.
Members of the staff and the leadership team. Staff and leadership team. Littles, I need to see you. Big, family, sponsors, partners, supporters. Come on, that's you. That's it. Whole team.
If you support
all of you, thank you.
If you support Big Brothers and Big Sisters, get up and dance. Come on. Wow. You all slayed it. You guys know what you earned for all those moves?
As we talked about all night, we are committed to evolving our work based on the voice and input from our community, belonging where everyone feels heard. So you get to play too. By your applause, who do you want to hear close tonight? Pat or Shari? Hey, we haven't even asked yet, and don't hurt my feelings.
Ready, by applause.
I know this is...
How many of you want to hear Pat? Are we not youth-led?
And
my shoes or his shoes?
How many of you really want to hear more from Shari? We figured it would play out this way. It's all yours, Shari.
Okay, thank you, Pat. I'm not some expert Big Brothers and Big Sisters expert, but I know my lived experiences. I own it, and I'm proud of it. But I also needed help along the way, and it's had its challenges. I've needed help along the way so often that mentors have stepped into that place for me. The greatest mentor in my life, the person who guided me to be the best person I could be, was my father. He passed away last year. He taught me to focus on what mattered most, what makes me happy, to stay connected to those who believe in me. I'll never forget those lessons, and I'll take them to my next relationships. As I find new mentors and as I mentor others. You heard that, as I mentor others. I think about how big brothers and big sisters supported me when my dad died. Even Boss Man here showed up to his funeral. Seeing how they showed up for me makes me think, how can they not create incredible mentoring bonds and relationships? And I know my energy has lifted them as well. It's been great working with Pat and prepping for tonight. He sees my potential, and I can feel it. He believes in me, and I know it, and I believe in him as well. Mentoring is such a beautiful thing. Thank you for supporting these types of relationships. Thank you for supporting young people like me. And I just want to give a thanks and a shout out to my mom, my grandparents, and Carmilla Doby. And most importantly, Sandy Richmond, who has guided me to be nothing but the best youth, and also being able to be a Black youth in a community and in an organization where you don't know if you're welcomed. So thank you, Sandy. I don't know where you are, but I appreciate everything you do, and Pat. All right, guys, let's go rock that after party, right?
Thank you. Thank you, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Incredible, what a night. All the things. Thank you. We'll see you at the after party.
Thank you.